What is good, Meat Boys? You see the text back with another absolute meat locker, and it's good to be back on the winning foot, right? Gamer Gamrot, it feels like a year ago, but he did get it done for us in that last one, bringing our meat lock record finally to that 36 and 19. And it's more stonkers than this one. It's the meat event. We got Calvin Kattar, the Boston finisher, taking on Giga Chikadze, aka Ninja, and this one should be fun, right? I absolutely love this matchup, and the last time we saw Calvin Kattar, Max Holloway absolutely just outclassed him. I mean, he probably could have finished it in the third round, definitely could have finished it in the fourth round. Somehow, Kattar ended up surviving that fight and ended up dropping the unanimous decision, but it was a one-sided contest and a true levels test. And it was interesting to watch because we had never seen Calvin Kattar just get absolutely outclassed like that, right? I mean, he took out Dan Ige, he took out Jeremy Stevens with that KO of the night, and even that fight against Zabit, it was pretty close in that third round, right? I mean, he definitely lost those first two rounds, but that third round was awfully close, and you wonder how that contest would have went if it were a five-rounder. And Cater's obviously no joke, right? I mean, he's 22 and 5. He also has wins over Ricardo Lamos and Chris Fishgold, but we're just super bullish on what Giga Chikadze 14 and 2 can do and what he will do in this meat lock in this meat event because I mean it's been absolute body sessions from Giga Chikadze. The last time we saw him it was against Edson Barbosa. He managed to TKO him and that fight wasn't very close. Earned him performance of the night and the same story happened in the two fights before that, right? Cub Swanson TKO performance of the night. Jamie Simmons performance of the night TKO and everything has just been fairly easy for Giga throughout his undefeated UFC reign thus far. So we're anticipating it to be more of the same. What are your thoughts on this meat lock? Why should people be so bullish on Giga Chikadze? And how do you think he gets this one done over the Boston Strong finisher, Calvin Kattar?
Yeah, no, Boston Strong, he is a strong, tough dude, but let's be real, he is not ready for the ninja and his Giga kick. I mean, I read somewhere that Giga kick can actually send your soul to the nether realm and the shadow realm at the same time, which is pretty unheard of. But that's just what those Georgia brothers do. And let's be real, you never want to go against a Georgia brother because they will absolutely slap you, especially a man like this Ninja Giga. But no, he's going to finish the Boston finisher, which is quite ironic. I think he's going to get it done. Max couldn't finish him. I think Giga's going to. It'd be very interesting to see how durable Cater is after that Max war. Let's be honest, like he took some insane damage in that fight. So I think Giga's gonna, treat him to a nice steak dinner and absolutely slap his meat and get another dub for the boys. And we'll be grilling and chilling very soon.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you that same question. Like, how do you think after, Cater accumulating such damage in that contest against Max Holloway, like, do you think that's going to affect him in this one? Like, we know that Giga has those lethal kicks. He can rip you to the body, he can rip you to the legs, but do you think maybe he comes upstairs and manages to shut the lights off of Cater pretty early? And I don't know. I just wonder how many of those shots he can absorb. Like, do you think it's going to play a factor in this one?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think he does get a finish purely because I think Max kind of broke him in, and Giga's coming with that Giga kick and going to finish the job. This is going to be fight of the night. I mean, talk about an insane fight and a fight card to start the new year off. Happy New Year's, meat boys, and so glad to be back and watch this absolute banger.
100%. And my last question for you, as I've been following, some sweaty circles, and there's been a lot of rumblings about how Calvin Kattar might try to wrestle in this one. I mean, we know Kattar to be, a guy with very crisp boxing. I mean, Max Holloway demonstrated he was the best boxer in the division in that last contest, but Kattar's a dude who can absolutely crack and has some gnarly boxing. So not a guy like, really known for his wrestling. Do you anticipate Cater trying to take this one to the ground at all? And if so, do you think he's going to be successful with that at all?
I don't see him being successful with that. I think Giga's learned his lesson. I think he's gotten the takedown defense down to a crisp, and his grappling and jiu-jitsu is getting better and better. But it wouldn't surprise me, and that's not a bad idea. I mean, Gator would be kind of dumb to try to stand and bang with the ninja and those Giga kicks. Like, let's be honest. Like, if one kick can throw down Cub, I can't imagine what two kicks can do. So I'm kind of worried for Boston finishers, uh, you know, brain after this fight because this is going to be a brutal beatdown unless he can get it to the ground. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I don't either. And although I've seen that, floated around, I guess I just like look back to the fights with Cub Swanson and Edson Barbosa, who are two dudes who, if they want to, can get a fight to the mat. And Giga didn't really have many issues with those guys. I mean, that first UFC debut against Killer B Davis, that was a split decision. And although that was, almost 3 years ago at this point, that fight did feature some groundwork. So you wonder if Kattar's going to try to go there. I just think, like you said, that at this point in Giga's career, I gotta believe he's maybe not mastered that skill set, so to speak, but has developed it enough to where it won't be an issue against a guy like Calvin Kattar, who again isn't known for his grappling prowess, so to speak. So I think that it might be a decent idea for Kattar, but I'm with you in that I don't see it unfolding favorably for him. And ultimately, guys, we're going pretty hard on this one. Throwing down 806 at minus 235. It's going to net 343. Should get us our 37th meat lock. And again, it's just more attendees for the boys because we're bullish on this being the year of Giga Chikadze and someone that you absolutely need to look out for as someone to challenge and if not, take the belt here pretty shortly. In fact, I was actually a little surprised that it seems as if they're going to go through with the Korean Zombie getting that next title shot. I kind of thought that they'd wait to see what happens with this contest. Maybe Giga gets another early finish, and then you can turn him right around in March and throw him in a title fight. But I guess they're going with the Zombie. But I just think that it's more so a matter of when, as opposed to if Giga gets that title shot at some point in this year. So, any last thoughts on this meat lock? It's a hell of a meat event to kick off 2022, eh?
Yeah, no, such an amazing fight. Super pumped. Make sure to smash that meat and subscribe, boys, and make sure to like our videos if you enjoy them, and throw in the comment who you guys got. You with the meat boys and you're locking in the ninja, or you going with the Boston finisher.